Okay, so I thought I would show you another way to do some color grading using BlendIff. So yeah, I've already brought my image into Photoshop and I've done all my general editing, like my cleanup and color and stuff like that, or basic color correction and those types of things. Um, so now I want to add some color. And let's say that I want to do, some maybe orange to the highlights and blue in the shadows. One way I would do this is I would come down and click on this little button here and then hit solid color. And then I would choose orange and hit OK. Change this to soft light. And then as you can see, it's like fairly orange, but we will fix that. So I'm going to right click on this layer and go to blending options. And then I'm going to come down to this underlying layer. So if I just want it to be in my highlights, then I can move the shadow button towards the highlights. And as you adjust it, it'll stay, closer to that area. But like, as you can see, when you look on the screen right now, it's very intense. And, you can like kind of see like where the line kind of delineates. It doesn't blend very nicely. And so the way that you can fix that is to hit option and then click on this little black arrow button, and then you can split these up. So what this does is it just softly blends your color so that it's not quite so harsh of a line where you can see where there's color and no color, if that makes sense. And so let's just hit OK. And then I would probably bring the opacity down on this to see. So as you can see, it's just like a gentle warming. It's not like anything super intense, but it just warms it up a bit. And then if I wanted to add some blue to the shadow, so I would again add another solid color layer, come to my blue, adjust it to whatever color I want it to be, and hit OK. Again, changing this layer to soft light, and right click on my color fill, go to blending options. And then this time I want to apply it to the shadow. So I'm going to reduce the color from the highlights in the underlying layer. And again, I'll start to just reduce this down. As you can see, it's a very hard line. So I'm going to hit option and click on the little white triangle and then decide how I want to blend this. That looks okay, I think. And then again, bringing this down to, I might bring that one actually down a little more. Okay. Let me bring this one down a little bit more as well. Yeah. All right, so now you can see. So if I group these two together and I name them color layer and hit OK, you can see that I've just done a bit of color grading to maybe give it a little bit more of an artistic feel or a little bit more depth. And, I have so much control over where I want that specific color to look, but not having to necessarily, add an entire, add a, my gosh, my brain isn't working. Not having to use a brush to paint it on, but instead just do a global correction and apply it to just the shadows or just the highlights. So all you have to do is just click on your layer and go to blending options, and then your underlying layer is what you want to play around with. And that is all.